No, I haven't done a video in a while. I wonder who should I do analysis of this time. Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah. Welcome to another episode of Why That Pokemon. Today we'll be looking at Landorus, a genie on an invisible flying carpet. Landorus is infamously a member of Chalk, aka Cresselia, Heatran, Amoonguss, Landorus Therian, and Mega Kangaskhan. These 5 and 1 filler Pokemon would have made a viable enough team back in VGC 15. Try to chalk up victories with powerful teams. Chalk. Get it? Freaking Pokemon, man. So it's no surprise that when VGC 18 opened the floodgates and Pokemon from the national decks came pouring out, they immediately rose back to prominence. Today we'll go through why Landorus of all Pokemon flew all the way to number 1. First, a quick recap. Landorus is a flying and ground type Pokemon, making it immune to electric and ground, while resisting fighting, bug, and poison type attacks. However, it takes double damage from water type attacks and quadruple damage from ice. In addition, its ground typing makes it immune to Sandstorm's chip damage, which is a nice plus, but do note that its flying typing means that Landorus does not benefit from the effects of terrain, meaning it doesn't get protection from priority moves in psychic terrain, no HP recovery in grassy terrain, and so on. In its Therian form, Landorus has access to only one ability, Intimidate, which is honestly all it needs. Intimidate has always been a really powerful ability in any doubles format. It lowers the attack stat of all adjacent opposing Pokemon by 1 stage upon switching in, significantly reducing the amount of physical damage your opponents can deal. This allows your teammates to tank more hits and potentially survive certain attacks they normally wouldn't. I was gonna make a gag about how Pokemon needs to release Intimidate Incineroar, but then they released it. So if you do have Pokebank, you can go collect all the hidden ability starters. Moving on to its base stats. What immediately catches your attention is his sky high attack stat. At base 145, it is as strong as Mega Metagross or Mega Salamence. Being able to hit hard with physical attacks even without investment is the main reason why Landorus is such a massive offensive threat. Its base speed isn't particularly high, but it's good enough to do the job. And although the defensive stats aren't anything spectacular either, with its ability and Hell item, Landorus can become quite bulky, especially with Assault Vest variants. Speaking of Assault Vest, it is the most common health item by far, both on Showdown and Battle Spot. The runner-up is Choice Scarf, followed by Granium Z, Choice Band, and Flynium Z. These 5 made up about 96% of the items on Battle Spot, which is basically 100%. So let's look at 5 different sample sets, 1 for each item. The basis of this set is pretty simple. The first attack is always Earthquake, just because it's a powerful and accurate stat. Rock Slide is a common move in the next slot for spread damage on flying types and levitate users that Earthquake does not hit, and of course, that sweet flinch chance.
Taking either knockout, Aegislash flinches, and Amoonguss flinches!
Alternatively, you could run Stone Edge for a stronger single target rock coverage. For the last 2 slots, there are several options. Knock Off to get rid of an item, Superpower for strong fighting coverage, and U-Turn to provide switching power. The EV spread and nature really depends on the trainer's personal preference and the needs of the team Landorus is in. But here is a bulky spread that Nick from Pokemon Station helped me steal from a prominent VGC player's Twitter page. Follow him. The next set is a basic Choice Scarf set. Most run the simple max attack and speed EV spread, and as for the nature, it depends on whether you value more damage or outspeeding certain Pokemon more. The move choices are just about the same as the Assault Vest set, except you always opt for U-Turn. This gives Landorus the option to act as a pivot for your team using Intimidate and getting a quick switch. Since Choice Scarf boosts Landorus speed by 1.5, Rock Slide gains more value. Hitting both opposing Pokemon before they attack takes full advantage of again that sweet flinch chance. Next is the Granium Z set. Use Earthquake, Rock Slide, and your choice of coverage just like before, but now that you can carry Protect, you do carry Protect. Ground is a strong offensive type, but you have to be careful around opposing fly types and levitate users that will just waste your Z move. But when you do hit that Z move, holy Arceus, Tectonic Rage boosted Earthquake with stab, that attack stat, those EVs with Adamant Nature, and you be like,
Tactical nuke incoming!
Though you should still probably run Jolly to outspeed or speed tie with other Landoruses to avoid their Rock Slide flinches. As usual, the moves for this set are Earthquake, Rock Slide, and Preferred Coverage. Since Choice Band boosts Landorus' already high attack stat by 1.5, there isn't really a need to invest much in his attack stat, instead allowing you to invest in a more bulky spread. Explosion is an uncommon option, but it can serve as a powerful nuke if need be. It's often used to fill a niche on certain teams, such as being paired with telepathy Pokemon or a ghost type. The fifth and final set that we're looking at today is a pretty interesting one, a set that features Landorus holding Flynium Z. It was popularized by Wolfie Glick or Wolfie VGC, the 2016 World Champion. Previously, Landorus never really got a good flying type stat move to abuse. This was really unfortunate as the types that do resist and would switch into a flying type attack, namely Rock, Steel and Electric, are all weak to ground. So when Gen 7 Blessed, or many would consider Cursed, Pokemon with Z moves, Fly turned from a 2-turn attack with a meh based power to a 1-time base 175 stat Supersonic Sky Strike. Fortunately, it does not suffer the same flaw as Tectonic Rage. You can watch a more detailed explanation in Wolfie's video, linked below. With the sample set out of the way, we can now look at possible checks and counters. Obviously, Landorus is threatened by water types that can deal stab super effective damage to it while it lacks any effective way to deal with them. This is further amplified by Rain, in which water damage is further boosted, and Swift Swim Pokemon can often outspeed even Scarf variants of Landorus. Do not bring Landorus against a Rain team unless absolutely necessary. It isn't just ice types that Landorus is afraid of. If you turn the air conditioning down by like 5 degrees, Landorus will have a mini panic attack. Pokemon with a strong ice coverage move such as Tyranitar, Mega Metagross, Cresselia, Pheromosa, Buzzwole and almost every water type, or anything with a decent special attack combined with hidden power ice such as Gengar, Mega Gengar, Zapdos, Heatran, Thundurus, Landorus Incarnate, Tapu Koko, Nihilego, Naganadel, Blacephalon can chunk Landorus down, so do watch out as many will carry ice coverage specifically for Pokemon like Landorus. Other Intimidate users cause a problem for Landorus by reducing its physical attack damage such as Gyarados, Salamence and even opposing Landorus. Burns pose a similar problem in Will-O-Wisp, notably by Rotom Wash and Mimikyu. Landorus also does not do well if the opponent has proper speed control such as Trick Room or Tailwind, though this is less of a problem for the bulkier Assault Vest variants. Tapu Bulu poses quite a problem for Landorus variants without Flynium Z, as grassy terrain halves the damage of Earthquake. Not to mention, it walls Landorus and can deal heavy damage to it as well. Pokemon with redirection like Clefable and Amoonguss works against Landorus' single target attacks, and they are usually physically bulkier. While White Guard blocks 2 of Landorus' main attacks, which might force choice variants of Landorus to switch out. And finally, competitive or defiant Pokemon love Intimidate users. With all these checks and counters, Landorus will need teammates to support it, either by helping cover for its weaknesses or synergizing really well with it. First off, members of Chalk has been and continue to be great teammates, reasons for which we'll get into later. Grassy terrain is a problem for Landorus, so other Tapus are recommended to fight in the terrain wall, particularly Tapu Koko and Tapu Fini. Fini helps in mirror matches against other Landoruses, while Tapu Koko threatens water types that pressure Landorus. Steel and fire types check ice types and can switch into ice type attacks really easily, and both do well against Tapu Bulu. Great examples are Mega Charizard Y, Incineroar, Mega Metagross, Heatran, and Ferrothorn. Bulky grass types are great as they can switch into water type attacks and pressure the Pokemon using set attacks, Ferrothorn, Amoonguss, Ferrothorn, and not to mention Ferrothorn. You can't go wrong with Ferrothorn. Oh, and Karchana is great against water types. I didn't group it with the rest as the crumpled piece of paper isn't exactly bulky. And finally, you can't go wrong with airborne Pokemon. They allow Landorus to freely Earthquake without damaging teammates. Particularly good options help against Landorus' threats, such as Zapdos, Celesteela, Mega Charizard Y, Mega Salamence, Hydreigon, and Thundurus. To sum it all up, Landorus' high attack stat, alright speed, and great offensive typing gives it a powerful offensive presence, while access to Intimidate, strong enough defensive stats with the correct item can make it extremely bulky. This ability to be able to fit on any team as either a fast physical attacker or a bulky intimidator has made Landorus a prominent Pokemon in every VGC season since its release, and there seems to be nothing stopping this force of nature. Thank you so much for watching the video, especially if you made it all the way to the end. Any sources that I used to write the video will be in the description below. If you'd like to correct any errors I made or add on to what I've said in the video or even ask anything, feel free to do it in the comments below. Thank you Nick so much for helping me in the research and writing for the script of this video. His and Pruti's channel, Pokemon Station TV, is over here, and Pokemon Station, our Facebook group, is over here. Nick also has created a Pokemon Double Ubers group, so if you're interested in this format, you can join us here. And so, Meowth, take it away.
Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe!
That's all I have for this video. Thank you and have a great day.